H-Files, case number 107442. Agents Vincent Dirk and Mike the Zombie have been sent to Mahogany, New Jersey to investigate disappearances and murders occurring July 7th. My partner and I were sent to go explore and figure out why people were disappearing and people were being murdered. This is something that seems to be related to magic, but we're not sure. As the resident wizard on the team, I have been sent as the lead, and my partner, Mike, is very good at sniffing out magic. When we arrived in town, we decided to go to the most recent murder scene. Timestamp 10:45 a.m. Going inside the house, the first thing we noticed was there was an odd smell, something almost sulfuric, light in the air. This wasn't just a simple disappearance like some of the others that had occurred. This time, there was a body left behind. Looking at it was quite disturbing. The head was cracked open and the brain was gone. Inside the chest cavity, well, I should say, there was nothing inside the chest cavity. The lungs, the heart, everything was removed. Don't really understand what would do that and not take everything else. It didn't seem like it was a struggle, but rather it seemed like it happened fast. My partner Mike is sniffing around. His unique case allows him to have some inhuman abilities. Even with that, there's very little we can tell from here. Once we had cleared the area and looked around and didn't find anything else, we decided to go to a local watering hole. Timestamp 11:47 a.m. We went inside and we wanted to ask the people there if there was anything strange that they could tell us. One person admitted to seeing some weird shape in between two houses. Weird shapes doesn't necessarily mean anything. Sometimes people get glimpses of supernatural occurrences. But we jotted it down. At that moment, someone came into the restaurant. It was a woman. Stunning. She came up and introduced herself as Louise Haifa. She knew exactly who we were. She didn't say it, but we could tell. Later, Mike had told me that there was a weird scent around her, very different, inhuman, but he could not place it. She gave us our first clue. She said that she owned a series of special spell books, and one had gone missing. This particular one was about summoning creatures. But she doesn't know who took it, where it is, or if anyone would be stupid enough to summon anything from inside the book. We thanked her for her time. She said that she would be in contact if she figured out anything else. But she looked at me directly and said, "Keep your eyes out for the man in the yellow jacket." So we went on our way. The next stop was this place between two houses. We decided to go check it out. Timestamp 1:30 p.m. In between these two houses, this little path, it had a mysterious energy lingering. I put out my right hand. I took the glove off for a second. I could feel it. There was a lingering trace of magic that was here. Mike noticed immediately that there was clumps of hair that weren't quite human. I put my glove back on my hand. We picked up the hair and we decided to go back to the hotel room. I was going to use thaumaturgy and try to figure out something. Timestamp 2 p.m. Back in the hotel room, we set up the kit. Mike went to go eat again. His case is very interesting, and it's my fault. I brought him back from the dead, but by doing so, he wasn't quite human. At the same time, he wasn't what you would think of as a zombie. He was fully sentient, had superhuman strength, but he had a constant hunger and was always eating. But at least he was fully with it, so he didn't target humans, but he did eat a lot. After setting up my kit and beginning to use magic, I put the hairs in the center of the circle, and then I put up a map of the town. I lifted up a marker into the air, and as it floated, using the magic from where it came from, I put the binding spell onto the marker, and it flew to the map and drew an X. Bingo. We now know where this thing is. We don't have much time if it decides to move. So we grab the map and we get out the door. Timestamp 3:15 p.m. We reached some mysterious building. It was all dilapidated. There was boards above windows. Mike came up to the door and smashed it in. We got inside. As we did, immediately, that smell of sulfur was hanging in the air. There was also a presence. Immediately I could feel and sense it in here. So then I went upstairs. I could feel it growing stronger. And then I saw it. It was an imp. But not just any imp. This thing was bigger than a human now. Somebody had called an imp forward, a magic eater, and it was hungry. Mike came in, and he took a board right off the window and smashed it into the imp. It screeched. We had to run quick. I wasn't ready to confront a magic eater, but Mike, with his superhuman strength, wrestled with it. It tried to go after me because I was the target. However, Mike's strength proved to be stronger than it. They wrestled for a moment and he threw it down the stairs. It bounced up and screamed at us. He jumped down the stairs to smash it again, but it moved out of the way, and it barreled out the front door. We went to chase after it, but it took off into the air. In that one moment, I had only one chance, so I took the glove off my right hand again, and then I cast a spell and shot a bolt of fire up at it. And it turned around and swallowed it whole. It seemed to to grow a little bit bigger. This was not good. It disappeared, and then I cursed it again. I needed to be ready for it. Next time, I'm gonna have to bring a gun. Mike went back in, and we noticed something. There was a small tear from a yellow jacket. The book was nowhere to be found in the house. And it was starting now to get dark outside. We had spent hours exploring inside this house, trying to find anything. Why was it here? We did not find it. Timestamp 10 p.m. Going back into our hotel room, we had found very little for the day, but we're going to have to find it again. This time, I went through my supplies and took out the gun. We were going to hunt it again, and I was going to find where it was before it attacked another person.